Hello guys, Merry Christmas. It's the 8th day of Christmas and today we're going to make this cute card with the Valentine Wishes stamp bundle. Now, I know that makes no sense because we're doing Christmas, but I love this little bear and I just wanted to use him for Christmas because, I don't know, I just thought he was adorable. But this is on the online exclusives and it's an obvious Valentine's set, which I've made this cute little card with it for a challenge that our Pretty's team of stampers does. But I'm retrofitting this stamp set as a Christmas set. So we're going to use this stamp set and the dies, and then I'm also using a sentiment from the Jolly Delivery set. Of course, you could use any sentiment, but I thought this one was really cute. All right, so my name is Kay Cogbill, and my business is Paper Made Prettier. I'm in the middle of the 12 days of Christmas. It's day 8, and I need you to know that when you order $50, you're going to get 33 holiday tutorials from me. When you order $75, you're going to get the product of the month, which is the True Blue Florals Designer Paper. Gorgeous. And you're also going to get the 12-month Advent calendar tutorials. So we've been opening up the Advent box every day. So make sure and stay tuned to see what's behind door number 8. Then make sure if you want the measurements for my 12 days of Christmas and all the videos, you can go to my YouTube. You can get the measurements on as on my email list. I also will show you the cards for my Fun Fold class later, so make sure and sign up for that. And then I wanted to remind myself to tell you that today there is a Paper Pumpkin Past Kit sale. There's an opportunity to purchase a virtual card retreat, which is in January. It's 2 days long, 15 cards. And the best is free shipping today through Friday. So the 10th through the 12th. So much, like I just kept writing and ran out of room. So make sure and take advantage of all of that so you get your best deals. All right, so we are starting with a piece of Real Red, and then we're going to pop on this, believe it or not, Hobby Haven. We've been using this designer paper a fair amount here for the holidays. We used it for our Gingerbread Man bundle, and lo and behold, it's also a really cute Christmas pattern. So today, I guess, is the day of using unexpected things in the place of for Christmas. So we're just going to pop this inside so this can be a card that you can write in. And now we're going to make a little ground covering for our bear to be standing on. And the way I will do this is just take a piece of soft, what is this, seafoam, soft seafoam. And I'm just going to go back and forth until it looks like grass. So I'm going to go all the way across it the first few times, and then I'm just going to go up into the upper area of it to get it to really look like grass. Okay, so we're just making grass, nothing crazy here. And we're going to pop that down after we do a little blending. So I want this background to be a little bit blue, so we're going to take balmy blue ink with our blending brush, and we're going to blend. Now when you're blending, you want to start off the page and then go on to what you're blending. That gives it a softer look, and then also it doesn't just give you a mark where you banged that blending brush onto your piece of paper. So just be patient with your blending, because you can always add, but you can't take away. So you're gonna blend a little bit of balmy blue as for your little sky there. You don't have to get down below because we're covering that up with grass. Okay, so that's our little balmy blue situation. And let's go ahead and pop this piece down there. Now, for our cuteness overload. So we are going to create our bear. And we're going to take a 3-inch wide strip of crumb cake, and we're going to use early espresso. Now, you could also punch, and I mean, you could die cut, stamp, and then color him with blends. That's what I've done here, pecan pie, so you can do that. But if you're making multiples, which I will do with Christmas, then just a tip, you can stamp tone on tone, and then you don't have to color in that bear. So he's already colored because the paper is the color. All right. And then I want to show you a feature of this die that I didn't even know about until I used it. So this is the Valentine Kisses die. Hello, Sean and Dar. Good to see you guys. All right. So we're going to pop our bear here and line it up. And I like to put a little piece of Post-it note tape over that. And then the only reason I included this little stuffed bear is because it's so cute. There's no other reason than I just thought it was adorable. So, yes. Let me crank these through. And then while I've got my emboss machine here, I'm going to go ahead and stamp and cut the other 2 items that I need for this card. So we're going to die cut from the white. First, we're going to stamp with Memento a little, find it, here it is. This is our little flower arrangement, like that he's holding there. And then we're going to cut that out with our dies. Line that up. And then the last thing we're going to cut is a sign, because why not? It's just so cute. This sign is from the bundle, the Valentine Kisses bundle. So cranking this through. And I think that's all the die cuts that we're doing. Oh, sorry. Hit the camera. All right. We have our little bouquet. That's what I was trying to think of, the word bouquet, and it just wasn't coming to me. All right. And that happens sometimes. Your die can get stuck to your piece of paper. So always recover your dies before you empty your trash. All right. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to color our little bouquet. I've got Real Red, Shaded Spruce, Granny Apple, and Daffodil. So, of course, this is a Christmas card, so he's giving out some Christmas flowers to you, the recipient. And, oh, definitely need the fine tip for this one. So we're going to just pop in and color the petals here of these flowers. It's tiny, tiny, so you don't need to do any shading for sure. Just get your red in there and then get your stripes going here. And then we're going to come in with our Shaded Spruce and get our additional stripes on this gift of flowers. And I could have used the Shaded Spruce for the flowers, but I wanted to come in with a different color green, so I got Granny Apple. You could also use Old Olive, even Soft Seafoam, but I think that makes it look super cute. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment onto our sign from the Jolly Delivery set. We're going to stamp with Garden Green, and it's going to say "From me to you," because why not? It's Christmas. Oh gosh, that's going to be so crooked. I caught myself. Hold on. Oof. There we go. And then we're going to get a little snip of basic white and stamp our sentiment that says Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. Oh, I already did that. Ding. Where's my snips? All right, so we're gonna pop this off and make a little V just for fun. All right, so now we have all of our pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and pop this straight down with our Stampin' Sil Plus. This I'm gonna pop up with dimensionals. And then I'm gonna go ahead, while I'm up in this area, I'm going to tie a little red and white twine bow. I like the double, but it's a little thick, so I'm going with just a single twine bow here. On the other card I did a double, but I changed my mind and just want a single. Just pop this on with a glue dot, and then we'll get our little bears going. So I like this is the feature I wanted to show you about this die. So it cuts and it cuts all the way through the hands, and so you can shimmy things into his arms like this, okay? But I wanted his hand to be kind of coming off of the page, so I'm actually just cutting around it, and I'm gonna actually pop back here and put 2 mini MINI dimensionals right here, and that's really gonna pop up his hand. And then I'm only going to put 1 behind his head and his body. So that's going to make his arm or hand pop out farther. And I want to do that on purpose. See? Ta-da! So cute. Because, and I'm going to trim that just a smidge like that. There. Okay. Because then we're going to just pop this little cutie up in here. And it's just adorable. Our little bouquet. He's giving this to you for Christmas. And then the tiny bear, just because he's adorable, no other reason. I tried to like get it to where he was holding the bear, but it just was too much. So we're gonna just add the bear there. He's his little friend. And then we're gonna pop this on the sign because it's adorable. And he is ready to wish you a Merry Christmas. Now, I did want to add some of these cute little blingies. These have been very popular. I think they're actually on Not Orderable again. So, be watching for those. So, Valentine Kisses bundle, and then you'll be ready to go right in to Valentine's, and you can see all the cute details. This detailing on this little kissing booth is precious. And then you've got the little half of a bear, and then this bear that's facing different directions. So we've got 3 different bears. We've got some wings, so he can be a little angel bear. And then we've got Valentine's sentiments here. Of course, you could take this into St. Patrick's Day, Easter. This bear doesn't have to be just Valentine's just because the stamp set says that. All right, so let's go through our 12 days of Christmas, and then I will open up the Advent calendar, and we'll see what's in door number 8, and then I want to show you what I made with the items from door number 6 and 7. All right. So let me clear out my space here. My table gets kind of crazy, and these are in no particular order. We have a hot chocolate and chocolate holder. We have some gift tags with the Jolly Delivery Bundle. Again, just go to YouTube. You can find all my 12 days videos to make all of these cute projects to be ready for the holidays. So precious. Yesterday we made an unexpected Christmas card trio from Paper Pumpkin. All right, and then I want to show you the cards that we're making at next week on Card Class Day. So we're making Fancy Folds on Card Class Day, and you can still register for this. It's not too late. And when you purchase $35 or more from me, you get this class for free. So register for the class. I'll have the information about how to register in this process. And when you order $35 from me, you get something for free. All right, you get the card kits for free. This is the precious card that I made using what was behind doors number 6 and 7. So, or maybe it was 5 and 6. I think it was 5 and 6. But you can remember on day 5, we got these cool decorative masks. And so I just sponged, like, here's what I did. I just used like this one, and actually I used the little brush that came with it. I wasn't sure if it would work, and it absolutely did. But it came with this little brush, and you just take your Misty Moonlight and lightly, that's Misty Moonlight. And then this is Daffodil Delight. I just used a blending brush. So with Daffodil Delight, and I believe I just used these tiny little flowers here, and then I used these little green, this little leaf to do these leaves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. And then I've got here Petal Pink, and then Calypso Coral through there. And then I got a little bit off the edge. But you can see how gorgeous that is, framed up against this so beautiful paper. And I wanted to use one of these precious bows that we got on one of the days. And so I popped that right there on that bouquet. So I hope you enjoy that cute project. I was tickled with it. Of course, we've got the other 12 days of crafting. We've got a cute little candy box, a gorgeous cards. So wonderful. I've had so much fun with this. Cannot believe I don't know what's behind each door every day. I've just been having my eyes closed. So let's check behind, let's see what's behind door number 8. Let's see. I shook it and it didn't reveal anything. Oh, yay! We have twine. It looks like Flirty Flamingo and Misty Moonlight, but it could also probably match with any pinks or blues. That's the way twine works, is it really goes with any pinks or blues. So you'll definitely be seeing this in projects soon. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and remember that you can earn all of my wonderful things just by placing an order with me. $50, you'll get the 33 tutorials, and $75, you'll get the product of the month and the 12 Advent tutorials. So I'll see you tomorrow for the 9th day of Christmas.